Alright guys, so the dual Dokkan Fest of Goku and Frieza have dropped on both Global and JP Dokkan. Now, I did not think I was going to have to make this video. I've been telling people several times over the past week or so, if you're free to play, like if you can only summon for, this Goku and this Frieza right here, or like the upcoming LR Goku and Frieza from the end of the Turn of Power, I would, if it was between those two options for a free to play player, I would choose summoning on these Dokkan Fest banners right here. I believe there's a lot more value. Now, I thought that was sufficient, but a lot of people are still asking. I'm seeing a lot of threads actually popping up on the Dokkan subreddit. I've seen people pull great stuff, but I want to save it for LR Goku and Frieza. Which one should I summon on? I will go out and say right now, summon on this banner. These banners. Either the Goku or the Frieza banner. Doesn't really matter too much for Global or JP. I would say Frieza is quite a bit better than Goku because Frieza has more consistent links on the teams you are going to be using him on. And he also has, essentially better links, I would say. Things like Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, Thirst for Conquest, Universe's Most Malevolent are just so easy for him to activate. Whereas you go to Goku and, he has shit like All in the Family and fucking Golden Warrior. It's just not great links that aren't really that big of a deal. So it kind of does hold him back a little bit. And then even, he starts as a prepared for battle unit. And then once you get the Super Saiyan 3 and on, he becomes over in a flash. So, it could be very wonky with teams you're running the Goku on. Whereas the Frieza doesn't really have that problem, because his links are pretty consistent, throughout his transformations. Once you hit his final form, Fear and Faith does change in a shocking speed. But if anything, that's better. You could still... You can easily get this Frieza to work, just as long as you have some other Frieza clan member near him, be it Tech Golden Frieza, Physical Final Form Cooler, I think even something like the LR Metal Cooler, which will, I think, eventually be coming to Global. I don't think it'll come with the very first iteration of Dokkan Battlefield that will be coming to Global, I think, soon. I think Global may even get, an announcement for or something in, a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something like that. It's about time for Battlefield to arrive on Global. Just a reminder that it did pretty much come with Blue Evolution Vegeta and SCR Jiren on JP. So it's about time where Global and JP, the same sort of time frame where JP got Battlefield. But there's still, again, Tech Golden Frieza, Physical Final Form Cooler. A lot of people have those units, or even Angel Golden Frieza, of course, works just as well. And guess what? All those fucking units are on these banners. Physical Final Form Cooler, Tech Golden Frieza, Angel Golden Frieza, all there, boom, to work perfectly with this Frieza. So, because of how easy it is to not get good shit on LR banners, so here's the thing, right? There's a lot to talk about. Okay, so Global and JP have slightly different banners in that Turles is on JP's banner because Turles came out in April on JP. Turles came out, 2.5 weeks ago on Global, so they replaced him with Super 17. Is it a shaft? No. I mean, if anything, they could have put, rather than Super 17... I don't know. Maybe Super Saiyan 3 Broly would have been a better unit. Maybe Physical Omega could have been a better slot there. It's not really that big of a deal because you still have SCR Rose here. You still have Angel Golden Frieza here. You still have the main Frieza, right? And then on the Goku banner, Global has, Int Gogeta rather than having Evolution Blue Vegeta. And of course, Evolution Blue Vegeta is not even out yet on Global. And he also came out in April on JP. So, both of those two units are the only differences between these banners. These banners still have a ton of value. I mean, never mind Blue Vegeta, right? So we'll look at Global's version. You have the new Goku, who's, I would say he's very good, but maybe not great. I'd say the Frieza's great, Goku is very good, but you have Tech Vegito Blue, Ultra Instinct Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Angel Tech Goku, Int Gogeta is fantastic, but I would think Int Gogeta's unit a lot of people probably have, just because for global especially, Int Gogeta has been on all of these big celebration banners, the banners that I always tell global players to save for, with ticket summons, guaranteed pulls, all of that stuff. Int Gogeta has been on these banners. He was on the UI Christmas banner. He was on the 3-year anniversary banner. He was not on the Vegito Blue banner, though. Yeah, he wasn't. So, regardless, he's been around on a lot of these big celebration banners. So, even if you don't go for the big unit you're looking for, you might pull UI Goku instead, or Tech Vegito Blue, or, if you're on the Frieza banner, you don't pull Frieza, you're going to pull, STR Rose, Angel Golden Frieza, Physical Cooler, who is still a monster, especially on the Movie Boss category team, or even on this, Frieza villain team, or the Rose villain team. Like, all of those are going to work very good. Like, if you put stones into these banners, and they also have discounts, chances are you'll walk away with something good. Now, LR Goku and Frieza. It's not confirmed yet. All we know is that they are an LR, right? We don't know what type of LR they are. Personally, I'm, based on the info we've seen, I think LR Goku and Frieza is going to be the best unit in the game, right? But the other two units who are the best units in the game are DOKKANFEST LRs. I think the LR Goku and Frieza is also going to be a DOKKANFEST LR, but they're probably going to have a banner like this, which is rough, okay? Now, you have, Physical Vegito, Kid Buu, Vegito Blue, but then, Super Vegito and Buhan are just so old now. There's a lot of units you don't want to pull in here. A lot. I'm assuming that, I don't even know what the Goku and Frieza banner is going to look like. I feel like there's two possibilities. One, it'll be filled to the brim with, Tournament of Power era units. So, Tech Android 17, Tech Android 18. I don't even know, because I would say, Dispo, but he's not on Global yet. Topo is, but he doesn't have his Awakening on Global yet. Even, I guess, Android 18 and 17 don't have their Awakenings on Global yet. But Bergamo, Khalifa, Kale, a lot of units like that could be on the banner who aren't really units you're going to want to pull featured, right? If you're going to use your valuable stones, you're going to want to use them and, try and get something that's a DOKKANFEST exclusive, not pulling one of these just random-ass SSRs you can get from any banner. And I'm thinking, LR Goku and Frieza being what looks like the best unit in the game, they're going to be on one of these types of banners that has, 10 featured cards, 12 featured cards, as opposed to the normal DOKKANFEST banner, which has 7 featured cards. So that's why I'm definitely saying, go summon on these banners, global or JP. It does not matter. They're pretty much just as good. Obviously, the JP banners are superior, but, JP has been around for a longer amount of time. Briefly talking about that, I don't really think it's that big of a deal, in Gogeta and Super 17, because it's much, I like it that Global's getting something at the exact same time, but because they haven't had as many banners as JP released, some of the units are, kind of out of order or out of whack here. So that's why, Gogeta and Super 17 are in there over 2 units. Turles was just released on Global, and they don't have Blue Vegeta. So, I'm seeing a lot of people really upset about that, but it's the alternative would be Global getting this banner in January. I don't think that's what anyone would want. You can't say, I hate how slow Global releases stuff, or, I wish they would release shit on Global sooner, but then also complain it's not as good as what JP got. Well, it can't be both. It's got to be one or the other as of right now. I would personally like to see Global speed up its sort of release schedule and eventually catch up to JP, but we're closing in on 4 years now for Dokkan, so it doesn't look like it's something they plan on doing. They seem very content with the 4-month gap to remain on both, for Global. Now that basically will cover it. We kind of went over all the info here. To summarize, I think that the LR Goku and Frieza unit is going to be on a very bad banner. Something like one of these where it's going to be all over the place. It's going to be like, shotgunning a unit. Like, yeah, you want to get one of these, but chances are you're going to pull one of these bad units up here. Well, not Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like, chances are you're not going to get LR Goku and Frieza, you're just going to get something bad. Whereas on these Dokkan Fest banners, it's pretty easy. Like, if you get a featured unit, you're going to get something good. Like, you just have to get a featured unit. So, that's why I will always tell people to aim more for these types of Dokkan Fest banners than like an LR banner or anything like that. So, there we go, guys. I will go ahead and wrap it up there. Should you summon for the Goku and Frieza Dual Dokkan Fest or LR Goku and Frieza? The answer is the Dual Dokkan Fest.